Finally tonight, our bright spot shines on 4 simple letters, WOKR. I can remember the day Channel 13 signed on the air, 4 p.m., September 15th, 1962. Rochester now had 3 commercial television stations, and the ABC television network had a new home. The station rode into town like the knight in shining armor that was its logo, and Roman numerals made the first 13. Much has happened in those 42 years that began on Clinton Avenue downtown. The pioneers that put this station on the air instilled a spirit that has survived the decades, and you can see it in every face that has passed this way. The first news photographer, Joe Powell, and news director, Ray Laws. Dick Burt would anchor the news for more than 20 years. Jerry Carr did the weather outside. Phil Murray hosted movies. Miss Rita rang the romper room class bell, and Rhonda France did sports. Pioneers reflected in the many faces that would follow. The 13 logo changed over the years, the look of this station too, and now the call letters. Next week, 13 WHAM TV, taking back the oldest call letters in town from Rochester's first TV station, a real pioneer. And it is the pioneers that continue to matter. New call letters, perhaps, but still the Channel 13 family you've always known. Tonight, our bright spot shines on the future as we welcome 13 WHAM TV and give thanks to a pioneer that made it possible, WOKR.
Well, as you may know, this is our last newscast as WOKR News Source 13. Beginning tomorrow morning at 5, we'll be known as 13 WHAM News as we adopt the legacy call letters of our co-owned radio station, WHAM. We'll have a new look, but all of our people and all of our newscasts will remain the same. And we invite you to join us beginning at 5 a.m. for 13 WHAM News.
WOKR TV and WOKR DT, Rochester, New York, now concludes our broadcast day, portions of which were pre-recorded. WOKR Television operates from studios located at 4225 West Henrietta Road in the town of Henrietta, with transmitters located on Pinnacle Hill in the town of Brighton. WOKR Television operates microwave transmitters WEF58 on 7012.5 megahertz and KN2237 on 6962.5 megahertz. WOKR TV and WOKR DT are owned by Clear Channel Communications of San Antonio, Texas.
WHAM TV and WHAM DT, Rochester, New York, now begin our broadcast day, portions of which will be pre-recorded. WHAM Television operates from studios located at 4225 West Henrietta Road in the town of Henrietta, with transmitters located on Pinnacle Hill in the town of Brighton. WHAM Television operates microwave transmitters WEF58 on 7012.5 megahertz and KN2237 on 6962.5 megahertz. WHAM TV and WHAM DT are owned by Clear Channel Communications of San Antonio, Texas.
TV 13 and WHAM Radio want to make the most of these powerful call letters. For you, it will mean more comprehensive coverage of news, weather, and sports.
The viewers and listeners will get the most complete coverage of local news offered by any of the broadcast stations in Rochester.
While the TV and radio news departments will remain separate operations, they will further their pooling of resources. 1180 WHAM radio and 13 WHAM TV will continue to be managed separately, ensuring diversity in each station's approach to serving the community.
We will still both run our own operations, and one won't take over the other, but the end product for the viewer, the listener, will just get better.
This is a historic change for two stations with a lot of local history. WHAM signed on the air in July of 1922, broadcasting from a small room on the 5th floor of the Eastman Theater. Since then, it has been a booming voice in our community, with the legendary voices of Foster Brooks, Doc and Katie, Jack and George, and more.
This is a report from Rochester, New York, on the birth of a station.
Channel 13 went on the air in 1962. The early lineup included Ray Laws and Dick Burt. Don Alhart joined them in 1966, and he has been a constant on 13, even as the look of the station has changed.
Of Eyewitness News with Dick Burt and Don Alhart.
This is News Center 13.
The call letter change will not affect the programming schedule on either television or radio, and no jobs are being cut. For the new year, WHAM will mean something more than ever before. The powerful partnership of 1180 WHAM radio and 13 WHAM TV.
Now to the exciting part. Have you noticed something different about today's newscast? Well, we have switched to our new call letters. WOKR is now officially WHAM TV. We made the switch first thing this morning on our morning show beginning at 5 a.m. This is video from over the weekend when they made the change to 13 WHAM News. That is, those are our new call letters. Channel 13 is adopting the call letters of Rochester's oldest radio station to create an identity in the Rochester market. And there you see it. They changed all the lettering over the weekend. We are now 13 WHAM News. Got to practice saying that.
Well, you've probably noticed the change already. TV 13 has a new look and new call letters. The change was made first thing this morning. This TV station is now 13 WHAM TV. WHAM are the first call letters used in Rochester, chosen by George Eastman because he liked the sound of it. The change is being made to expand our identity and help you remember one name for news on television and radio in Rochester. Same people, but a new sign-off. Our reporters will end their stories with 13 WHAM News.
We're still getting used to it.
We are.
Our mouths have moved the same way for so long.